Yo, what is up, YouTube? I'm Blitz5, and today I'm going to be doing my first impression slash review of Black Ops 3. So the game has been out for a week, I think 8 or 9 days to be specific, and you're probably wondering, like, why am I doing this review now? It's been a week into the game. You probably could have watched this on any other page. Maybe you're my friend, or maybe you're somebody that's never been to my page before. But I think that I have a pretty good view of Call of Duty, this series in general, and in each game. I've been playing Call of Duty since it first came out. I've played from Call of Duty 1 to Black Ops 3. I've played every single one. I've put a lot of time into each game. After Halo, this was the main game that I played. I started my YouTube page over Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I've always been pretty good at the game. I started the page because I was getting a lot of nukes in the game, and I noticed that pretty much every lobby that I was in, I was getting like a top score, and I thought it would be fun to share that. And over the years, I've made different YouTube pages, and some of them have been successful because of these awesome videos. And I put a lot of time into the game. I played a lot of console shooters, so I think that my opinion can. I'm at least in the right spot to make a criticism or make an opinion of this game, or at least share my views. Not that I have many criticisms of the game, but I think that I'm a decent source to hear about the game. I have a lot of information and history and background. So without getting too far into that, I guess I'll get started on this review. So it's just crazy that Black Ops 3 is out, another year of Call of Duty, and it's funny to be doing a commentary over this because I've been playing a lot of Halo, and now I figured I would give Call of Duty Black Ops 3 its time to shine. So I put in about 10 to 20 games of Call of Duty, which isn't a whole lot, but I think it's enough for me to understand what's going on in the game. In the beginning here, the whole lobby was suffering a little bit of lag, and then it kind of picks up in a couple minutes, and I think things get a little bit better. You can see here, it's definitely pretty laggy. So there's a lot to cover in this game, a lot of things going on, a lot of new things, and like I said, I wasn't really following this launch as much as normal, but because I've just, over the years, I've lost a little bit of interest in Call of Duty, just a little overproduction of the game. Nice triple kill here, and just like how much it's changed, but this is definitely back to normal. And right there, after I got the triple kill, I was like, Blitz5 is back on the sticks for Call of Duty. So I heard another YouTuber say that in this Call of Duty, your boots are back on the ground, and that's what people wanted. After Advanced Warfare, there was a lot of like jumping, double jumping, dashing. Just it was so active, which was fun. But people like to have their feet on the ground playing Call of Duty, running around. In this 2015 with Halo and Destiny and Titanfall and a lot of games, you do need to have some kind of advanced system of moving because just running around doesn't really cut it anymore. Personally, I think just running around is fine, but I think people are pressured into now doing that because every game has a movement system. So I think the new jump system is a great balance. You kind of have a jump with like a thruster, and it does put you more on the radar if you use it. And I think that this system is a really good compromise from increasing movement speed, but not making it ridiculous to the point where like you're double jumping, triple jumping around the map and bouncing off all the walls. And the wall running is really subtle. You just like go on a wall and run on it. And it's not really beneficial just to be running up and down walls. You really use it just to like traverse around the map. So it feels really nice, and so far in my like 15-20 games of playing, I haven't experienced anything that really frustrated me with the movements or anybody doing that stuff. That being said, you can tell when somebody has a scuff because they can kind of jump over you and aim down and shoot at the same time, and jumping is A. So unless they're doing like bumper jumper, they most likely have a scuff because they're doing multiple things at once that you just wouldn't be able to do now with how many buttons there are in the game. And this is being said for like a lot of games now. You can tell when someone has a scuff controller because so many games utilize the controller to the maximum ability. This is even with Halo 5. There's just so many buttons in the game, and you just can't have a controller setup that like enables you to maximize every button or every ability in the game. And you can tell when someone's, jumping, meleeing, or like laying down, shooting, and then like spinning around all at the same time. You can tell that they probably have a scuff or some kind of controller that's allowing them to do that, or a very specific button layout, because it's almost impossible to do everything at once. So anyways, going forward, so this map, I don't know if I mentioned it. This is the only map to me that stands out as like an old school map. I think there's probably a reason why this map is like this. I doubt they did like some kind of time traveling, but this map reminds me of like an old school Halo map. And so far, this is the only map that looks like this. Most of them are really modern. They're condensed. There's like urban graffiti. They're kind of like tight, a lot of wall running, very quick, like on rooftops. A lot of the maps kind of remind me of like a favela vibe, which is really cool. Everybody loves that map from Modern Warfare 2, or like a high rise. So that's good. but some of them just don't have the old school Call of Duty feel, and this one does. I feel like I've played almost every map so far, and this map was okay, but that's just to give you a feel. This is not really what the game feels like when you play mostly. This is like an old school game, and I think that's why I really enjoyed playing this map, at least because it had that old school Call of Duty feel, and I didn't have to worry about wall running and like using my booster the whole time. And this is something that I really like about the game. I love kill cams, so now in Domination, they split it first to 100, that ends the round, and then there's another round. So there's 2 kill cams. The domination style is debatable, but I'm not going to get into that because there's just too many things to talk about. So let's go into the system of the game, the design of the game. So you might have been seeing me use this like electric gun before, and Call of Duty Black Ops 3, there's 9 specialist classes. If you've seen any videos or any commentaries review of this game, you probably already know this, but I'll break it down really fast, that there's 9 classes, and each class has 2 special abilities, and you can equip one of them when you start. So the guy that I'm using, one of his special abilities, after you get enough points, you unlock like this electric gun that has to charge up for like half a second to a second, and then it shoots, and then it can chain react, electrocute anybody that is nearby. There's people that have crossbows, there's bombs, there's people who have increased radar abilities, et cetera, et cetera. There's someone who has like a pistol that's like a one-shot pistol that seems really strong. And this is kind of to change up the game a little bit, give everybody like their own little unique ability. Some of these definitely seem a lot stronger than others. You see a lot of people using the same person right now, and they're the one that you get unlocked later in the game that's a one-shot revolver kill seems to be really strong because a lot of them are just one-shot kill guns, but 2 of them you have to charge up, the electric gun and there's a crossbow. So if you have a one-shot pistol that shoots automatically, like as soon as you fire the bullet, it fires. I think I school this guy right here. This is a great example of, so I throw a concussion grenade here, and then I boost up, but then I have to let go of A to shoot. But if I had a scuff controller, I could have kept hitting A, and I could have kept thrusting and then aimed and shot at the same time, but I couldn't because I don't have extra buttons. But going back, the specialist system seems okay. You don't get it that much, and the gun, you only have a certain amount of ammo with each special gun, and then also on top of that, over time, you lose that ability. So once you have it activated. So it's not something you could just hold on to for the rest of the game. You can see right here, I'm using it. It's a one-shot kill. The charge is like for a second, and then as you can see, the yellow bar is slowly moving down here. And let's see if I get another kill. I think I try to like get away here so I could like try to snipe people with this gun, and it doesn't really work out that well. But you'll see me get like another kill or 2 with it later on in the game. So this system, there's really nothing that bad with it right now. It doesn't seem overpowered in any kind of way. Nothing really frustrated me too much. Just like getting like a rocket launcher or like a noob tube in Call of Duty, or like switching to like a sniper rifle. It's really not that crazy. There's a lot of one-shot style guns in Call of Duty. So it's not that bad. That was a nice kill there with that gun. So, and right here, I'm being pretty strategic. I have a silencer, and I'm like trying to just stick around the map and kind of be a douche and hide in here. So that's okay. The thruster isn't too game breaking. Like I said, the scuff, you definitely noticed that. As far as like the most of the controls are the same. The kill streaks seem pretty hard to get in this game because it's just hard to stay alive, but that's like with any Call of Duty. I think they're only kill streaks instead of point streaks. I didn't see myself getting like really high kill streaks yet. It takes a while to unlock all the kill streaks. I'm still pretty low level, so I only have like the original 3 kind of unlocked right now that I could use, which is like the UAV, the Hellfire, and like a overhead helicopter that follows you around. And yeah, so I thought that was okay. There's a lot of the old kill streaks. There's like an RCXD, you have the Hellfire missile, like I said. There's like your normal like attack kind of futuristic attack helicopters that come over the map, counter UAV. That's a lot of what I've been seeing. I haven't seen a lot of crazy kill streaks yet. It doesn't seem like anybody has any super high kill streaks because the maps are really small and put together, and a lot of the weapons are pretty strong in this game. I just don't see people really surviving that long. I haven't seen anybody like end a game with not a lot of deaths or like going like 50-3. That's something I haven't seen. I've seen people get like 50 kills, but not with that like little desk. This was a weird thing. My friend told me like, hey, look at the wall right here, and the map is like split up, so it's sounding some like Inception futuristic thing. So that's why I'm pretty sure this map is probably has some story behind it as to why it's like this. But as we approach like 9.5 minutes into the game, pretty much I really like the game from playing 15, 20 minutes. I mean 15, 20 games. I really enjoyed the game. It's back to the Black Ops style. It really reminds me of that, but definitely has some like new additions into it. I definitely haven't played the game enough to give you like, is this game worth playing forever? It's definitely really good. It's much better than Advanced Warfare. I could see myself going back to this. I'm not frustrated playing it. It doesn't have like this huge learning curve. Basically, once you get the thruster down and realize that you have to stay on the move, it reminds me of an old Call of Duty. One thing that I did notice is that the weapon seemed like super unbalanced right now. It just doesn't seem like a really big point to use anything other than the assault rifles. A shotgun kind of stinks. People move around really fast, so the sniper is like whatever. But I'm going to be playing this game a lot more going forward. And then once I figured it out, or like once I get to like maybe the first prestige, I'd like to do like a full review of the game. But so far, Call of Duty is really good. It's definitely back. I know it's lost a lot of fans who kind of left from Advanced Warfare, but the game is definitely really good, and I enjoyed it. So I hope you guys check it out. Maybe give it a chance, or go back on Halo and play with me. So